Dave, we just saw the announcement that Tanner Scott, the approved move. So it seems like it's due to an injury. Can you just give us some more information as to what the injury is and if there's been any testing, I guess, for Tanner at this moment?
As I understand it, it was, abscess, excision, some type of lower body, minor procedure. So I don't know a whole lot about it, to be quite honest with you. But I do know that he's recovering well. It took place last night. So that's kind of where we're at. And so, yeah, we're replacing him with Justin Wrobleski.
You want to follow up?
Just quickly, so did this come like in an urgent matter, or was it something he had been dealing with?
Urgent matter. I think it started, I think there was kind of signs of the evening of the workout. I think that's where it first kind of came to light for us.
Okay, we're going to go Fabian on the left.
Is it safe to assume he's not going to be available the rest of the postseason?
I wouldn't close that door. I think obviously the way that the rules are structured, he won't be available for the CS, but I still feel that the World Series, if we're fortunate enough to get there, earn our way there, then he'll be available.
Was there a possibility that you guys could have tried to get him off the roster before yesterday's game, or was that something where there was a delay there that required?
I don't think that we knew exactly the extent of it. And so to kind of make that preemptive decision, I think we were probably a little bit more in flux.
You go Jack, right here in the middle.
Just one more to follow up on that. What were the signs that you guys saw during the workout the other night that kind of...
You know what, Jack? I didn't even see him. So I think that was more doctor-driven. And then I got word late that night.
Okay, go to Claudia, right here.
Hey, Dave, how much flexibility do you have in your bullpen, and can you talk about how confident are you in your veterans to set the tone?
Very confident in the bullpen. I feel that everyone in the pen is available. I think, confident in the veterans that we have to set the tone, very confident that we're prepared for tonight. You'll see our best, but we got a tough customer. Sanchez has pitched us tough. He's a heck of an arm, but I just feel that we gotta take better bats, and it's velocity, but it's a changeup down below, and we got to get them up. And we start expanding, which at times a lot of our guys have done. It just plays into his game plan. So we have to be able to trust to get into at bats and get them up in the zone and use the big part of the field.
You go in the back to Sonia.
Dave, when you pinch hit for Andy last night, was that more a reflection of kind of how he's looked at the plate lately than the matchup?
It was more of how he looked at the plate. I think that, Andy's obviously very talented, had a really nice year. For me, just kind of the at-bats, the quality, the swings that he's getting off, the uncertainty and the look, his demeanor, all that plays into, my decision. And he's back in there tonight. And my hope is that he comes in fresh and gets back to, being the player that he is. But, this postseason and even prior, I just haven't seen the quality of at-bat that we're used to seeing from Andy.
With the offense, there's kind of been the idea that being back in the postseason kind of heightens the focus. Why do you think that maybe has not been the case with Andy?
Wait, say that again?
With the offense in general, there's kind of been the idea that being back in the postseason has helped heighten some of the focus, help them take better at-bats. Why do you think we haven't seen that with Andy?
I think Andy right now, I think for me, he's been pressing. I don't think that he is exactly synced up, maybe mechanically. I think he's just tentative. I think that they're bullying him with the fastball at the top of the zone. He's underneath and he's late. And he's just not convicted in his at-bats. And, and then balls are in the hitting zone, and he's just not getting off the swings that he needs to. So, again, hoping that he can just kind of calm his nerves and know that he's a piece of this, a good piece, but he doesn't need to carry us, and I just, want to see just kind of, those quality at bats.
Okay, we're going to go to Bob on the right.
Dave, would Blake Snell be a candidate today to come out of the bullpen after Glasnow?
No, he won't. He wouldn't be. Certainly, the cost, he wouldn't be, Bob, no.
Okay, we're going to go back there to Dave.
Dave, the last month of the regular season, you were pretty open about challenging Glasnow to just be more competitive when things aren't going perfect on the mound. Is today the biggest test to see whether or not all of those talks come to fruition?
Absolutely. We're, this is the moment that I know he's been really looking forward to, a reason why he, is excited about being a Dodger and pitching in games like this. And I think that he's a very mechanical person, self-admitted, but I think that getting him to the point of just being in compete mode and trusting his stuff, knowing that, he's the best option out there. I think this is the moment that we've been waiting for. I expect him to pitch well and, deliver for us.
Okay, we're going to go to Bill on the left.
Yeah, with Andy, has this bled into his defense? He had the bad throw last night, kind of misplayed the triple in the corner in Philly.
I don't know. I don't think so, Bill. I think that, you could argue that, earlier this year maybe, at times maybe. But the play in Philly was a tougher play. Even last night, I felt Munch should have come up and cut that ball off. And so it was an error for the center fielder, but I don't think that was a bad throw. I really don't.
Okay, we're going to go in the first row here to Kevin.
You can't afford to lose this game, and you don't want to, but, their backs are against the wall, yours aren't. So how do you play that? If you get late in the game and you have a chance to win, do you just go super aggressive or do you hold back a little bit knowing that you got one more game if you need it? Like empty the bullpen out, that kind of stuff.
This is a game that you go to win the game. You have an off day tomorrow. So this is the game that you go and exhaust all your resources to win tonight.
We good? Okay, one more. I'll take Carrie on the right.
Dave, with the kind of night that the Phillies' big three had last night, how important is it for Tyler in the first inning?
It's important to set the tone. It is, yeah. I think for Tyler, it's really important. But as we saw from last night, it's not just the first inning; it's beyond, right? So it's important for him to just attack these guys with his 4-pitch mix and be aggressive and not run from these guys. So, but you got to make good pitches. They're good hitters, and if you get them into good counts, then certainly you see what can happen. So, got to attack these guys, and Tyler is the right guy for tonight. I really believe in him tonight.
Okay, thanks, Doc.
Thanks, guys. Yep.